Good morning, remote learners. It's a cold, rainy Friday morning, but I'm cozy in my house. I'm here to finish reading to you Stinky Spike the Pirate Dog. We ended last time with Spike trying to be rescued by the whale. He wanted that whale to take him back to land, but the whale said, "No way, sorry." And the whale was gone. So let's find out what happens to Spike now. Corner is about to be turned. Ahoy! Spike's ears perked up. Ahoy, you there? Spike looked around. It was a ship. Yip, arf, over here, barked Spike, waving his paws. The ship sailed towards Spike. As it got closer, Spike saw a flag flying from the top of the mast. "Shiver me sniffer," said Spike to himself. "It's pirates." The pirates on the deck of the driftwood stared at the pup in the bucket. They didn't know what to think. "Arr, is it a mermaid with a dog hair?" asked the first mate, Zelda. "No, you must be wearing your patch over the wrong eye again. It's a fuzzy bucket with ears," said Zip the pirate monkey. "Arr, it's a dog in a bucket," said Captain Fishbeard, looking through his spyglass. Look at Captain Fishbeard's beard. He literally has fish crawling around in his beard. "But what is he doing out there?" "Well, he's sailing a mighty sorry ship," said Zelda. "Shouldn't we bring him in?" asked Zip. "Aye, it's the code of the sea to rescue castaways who are lost at sea. Even pirates must follow the code. Bring him aboard," said Fishbeard. Zip tossed a line to Spike. The pirates pulled him onto the deck of the driftwood. "Crusty clamshells. This sea dog stinks worse than rotten anchovies," said Zip. "Or spoiled sardine stew," Zelda choked. "Blimey, that's quite a stench. What be your name, mutt?" Fishbeard scowled. "Spike," squeaked the pup. "You're no ordinary Spike. You be Stinky Spike." "Arr," said Fishbeard, holding his nose. Chapter 3. Sniffing for Treasure. Captain Fishbeard and his crew were known by every pirate who sailed the high seas as a blundering bunch. They never did anything right. In fact, they'd never even seen real treasure. "Captain, thank you for the rescue. Can you take me home?" asked Spike. "Arr, sorry, Stinky Spike, but we cannot take you home. We be looking for treasure," said Fishbeard. "Well, maybe I can help," said Spike. "You think you can help us find treasure? You're nothing but a bucket-sailing, foul-smelling sea dog." "What do you know about finding treasure?" Fishbeard laughed. "I can smell treasure. I have the best sniffer on the 7 seas. If I find you treasure, will you take me home?" answered Spike. Fishbeard agreed. "Sniff us some good loot and we'll take you home." Spike sniffed and sniffed. The driftwood sailed on. To pass the time, Captain Fishbeard sang pirate songs. Zip clapped and danced along. Yo ho ho, a smelly mate he be. He'll lead us all to treasure, and then we'll shout, "Arr, arr, Stinky," sang Zip. "Blast it," bellowed Captain Fishbeard. "Quit your laughing, you fool. I don't see you making up the song to making up pirate tunes or finding us any treasure." He glared at Zip, who was already rolling on the deck laughing. Suddenly Spike felt a whoosh of wind. "I've never smelled anything like this before," Spike barked. "Arr!" hollered Fishbeard. "You best be not pulling my wooden legs, Stinky Spike." "No, sir, it's the smell of real treasure," yipped Spike, "and it's coming from that direction." Zelda followed Spike's orders and steered the driftwood into Jellyfish Bay. In the middle of the bay sat an empty ship. "The treasure is on that ship. I can smell it," said Spike. "It doesn't smell like treasure to me," said Zip. "That is one shabby-looking ship," said Zelda. "Arr, and no pirates are on deck," said Fishbeard, drawing his sword. "Maybe it's a ghost ship. Crew, prepare for a fight." Zelda brought the driftwood alongside the ship. "Attack!" ordered Fishbeard as he charged ahead. Spike and the pirates jumped onto her deck. "Arr, there's nobody here," shouted Zelda. Fishbeard and Stinky Spike searched below the main deck. "The treasure is down here. I can smell it," breathed Spike. Spike charged into the main hold. In the middle of the room was a heap of giant sacks. "Treasure!" barked Spike, tearing open one of the bags with his teeth. It was filled with sweaty pirate socks, stinky pirate underwear, and salty stained pirate shirts. "Here is your treasure, Captain Fishbeard. I bet the smelly socks are worth the most," said Spike proudly. "Blast! This is no treasure. This be a laundry ship," spat Fishbeard. Zip burst into laughter. Captain Fishbeard's face grew red with rage. He stormed off, mumbling pirate curses about smelly socks and underwear. "I don't understand. This smell is like treasure to me. I better sniff real treasure soon, or Fishbeard will make me walk the plank," Spike said to himself. That night, while the pirates were sleeping, Spike aimed his mighty sniffer into the air, hoping to smell something good. Hours passed. Then a strange sea breeze brought Spike a whiff of something he'd never sniffed before. "Is this the treasure?" wondered Spike. He took the wheel and steered the driftwood, using his snout to guide the way. Spike sailed through the night, following the strange odor. As the sun rose, Spike saw palm trees ahead. The scent was coming from a tiny island. Spike hopped overboard and paddled to shore. He trotted along with his nose to the ground, sniffing for the source of the stink. "Here," barked Spike. He started digging. Sand flew all around him. Finally there was a loud sound, a clunk. "It's a wooden chest," cried Spike. He clawed at the lid, but it was too thick. He bit the lock with his teeth, but it was too strong. He tugged on the chest, but it wouldn't move. At last the pirates found Spike on the beach. "Stinky Spike, this had better be real treasure," said Zelda. "Arr, don't just stand there. Get this chest out of the ground," commanded Fishbeard. "Heave ho, sang the pirates, lifting the chest. Captain Fishbeard cracked the rusty lock off the chest with his sword, and the lid popped open. I wonder what is inside. "Cheese!" exclaimed Captain Fishbeard. "The chest be full of cheese! Moldy cheese is not treasure! Stinky Spike, you'll walk the plank for this trick!" Spike was confused. How can this stinky cheese possibly not be treasure? It's the best, stinkiest smell I've ever sniffed. "This dog is bad luck. We should leave him on this island and be done with this smelly mutt," said Zelda. Suddenly Zip squeaked with joy. He reached underneath the cheese and pulled out something shiny. "Treasure!" yelled Captain Fishbeard, dancing a happy pirate jig. Spike's super sniffer had found the long-lost treasure of the famous pirate chef, Captain Cook. Buried beneath the moldy cheese were gold cups, forks, and spoons. There were silver frying pans and plates. Captain Fishbeard and his crew had finally found treasure, and Spike had a new favorite stink, moldy green cheese. You're a true pirate, Stinky Spike. How about you join my crew, sang Fishbeard. Aye, aye, Captain Fishbeard. A pirate's life smells good to me, said Spike. Arr, then it's settled, said Fishbeard. Stinky Spike, the pirate dog you be. And that is the end of this book. There is another book about fish, Stinky Spike. It is called Stinky Spike and the Royal Rescue. The next time I read, I will read to you this book about Stinky Spike. All right, have a great day, everyone. I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye. There'll be a new library challenge soon, probably today.